on YouTube. This is the very latest news from Fabulous 103 and the Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. It would be great if you liked and subscribed to us. Thailand needs to make babies, and that's a serious issue according to the National Health Commission that reports a lower birth than death rate across the nation, which in turn is leading to similar issues seen in the West, where taxes from the working population fall far behind the cost of supporting the elderly. And worse, it could see the available workforce here diminish. Those in good jobs and with better incomes are less willing to have children than before, and the bulk of new births is happening in the less affluent regions, with parents less willing to leave their offspring with grandmothers for them to raise, as has always been the culture here in the past. Some schools in Tak province are not expected to open today following continued battles just across the Burmese border, in some cases just a mile from Thai settlements. Friday saw mortar shelling and the weekend reports of more, with schools unwilling to take responsibility for the pupils, as they worry that stray munitions could end up on this side of the border. The knife twists again in the back of Move Forward leader Pita, as he's been obliged to at least temporarily resign as the party leader, in order that the party itself qualifies as the opposition leader in the new parliament. Laws prescribed that the leader of the opposition be an MP. Pita was suspended as an MP as inquiries drag on regarding shares held in a defunct media company that he inherited from his father. Essentially, the leader of the party which garnered the most votes in the election becomes a plain mister, as its former bedfellow, Pheu Thai Party, takes the reins of government. No word on when the shareholding investigation will be completed. What's the future for the hundreds of thousands of newly opened marijuana shops in Thailand? Well, with the new government in place now, the recently installed Public Health Minister has declared the weed product as still being, in his words, a narcotic, when having THC content above 0.2%. And it's expected that a revamped version of Anutin's so-called cannabis bill will be debated and passed within a few months. That's also expected to see the ban on smoking marijuana for recreational purposes, but allowing the growth and production for genuine medical and health reasons. Effectively, were that to become the law here, it would see most ganja shops close, and the end products tracked and traced from grower through to the end user. Since June last year, when it was removed from the list of banned narcotics, it's been a free-for-all, seeing shops open on every corner of any street and the waft of smoke from joints sensed in streets, hotels, bars and cafes. That then is likely to be in the crosshairs for the new government, and the new Prime Minister Khun Srettha is on record as stating that he does not agree with the rampant recreational use. Currently, the price on the streets for Thai-grown marijuana has seen a dramatic fall as the number of producers rises. Were the market to be controlled, then many of those smaller producers would fall by the wayside, seeing the professional ones remain and prices rise again as quality improves. Within a decade, Koh Chang Island could be a simple drive from the mainland, if plans now going into the process for approval get the rubber stamp needed. A 6-kilometre expressway causeway is planned by Exat, who operate the nation's motorways, and if approved would see a budget of 15 billion baht allocated. Certainly it would increase traffic to the island and bring much-needed services too, but many locals are wondering if it would also create yet another playground, quickly seeing the tranquility of the island disappear. And the weekend saw police still questioning a Chinese man who was rear-ended by another vehicle on a Bangkok expressway. The accident itself was insignificant. However, attending police discovered a Chinese woman bound and gagged in the boot of the car. She claims to have met him on social media and agreed to meet up. That meeting ended with her agreeing to dinner and, according to her, being drugged and abused before she was tied up with plans to transport her to Pattaya, whilst he demanded a ransom for her release. It seems her friends and family had transferred the monies demanded to her account, and had she not been discovered, he would have been 1 million baht better off. Good news for Thais, as plans are afoot to amend the Universal Healthcare Programme to allow them to have treatment at any listed hospital facility. To date, all have to choose from a list, and that facility is then the only centre they can easily use. The changes would allow treatment at any point across the nation, and make life a lot easier too. A pilot programme has already been approved and will be used to monitor its success. Meanwhile at home, and youngsters way too young to be riding motorbikes collided after losing control at the weekend. Riding two bikes, two died and others were injured as the bikes lost control, throwing all onto the road into the path of oncoming traffic. The law here allows youngsters of a certain age to use motorbikes to travel to and from school. However, in rural areas it's still common to see them as young as 10, riding gaily at any time, often without crash helmets. Those rural areas, though, today are seeing more and more traffic. Roads are once again slick after rainfall during the night in the region. Bike riders are advised to take extra care. No reports of flooding other than the usual, but more of the wet stuff is on its way. And congratulations to the organisers of the Music on the Beach Marching Band Weekend that saw prizes awarded by Pattaya's mayor on Saturday evening. Promoting youth orchestras and school bands, the two-day event was extremely popular and likely to become a regular event in the city after bands attended from the length and breadth of the nation. And with the Met Office promising higher temperatures than yesterday, highs of 33 dropping down to 27, the real feel of 38, showers in places, and otherwise a cloudy day. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or program, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.